Kind of, I guess, like first, like sort of regular question I have here is like, so I've been doing sugar fasting. I'm having a lot of smoothies. Um, and obviously the smoothie, like I have frozen fruit in there. So like the smoothie itself is cold, but I'm freezing my fucking ass off on this diet.
Oh yeah.
um, yeah. Like I know that Ray Pete seemed like he was encouraging people to eat foods that made him like hot, or
Mhm.
made the person like body temperature feel warm. Any ideas on why I'm experiencing that? I mean, I know again the fruit is frozen, but it just kind of seems like throughout the day I'm a little bit colder than normal, and it could just
Mhm.
be the cold fruit. But yeah, have you heard much about that before?
Sure. Yeah. So is this new, or when you first started it, did you also feel cold, or is it just something you're noticing a little bit more recently?
Um, I think I've noticed it the whole time the whole time I've been doing the diet, but it may be a little bit more recently. I mean, more
Hmm.
recently I have had more luck with losing body fat. So when I first started it, it was like a little trial and error and trying to figure out the actual diet and what to eat and what not to eat and so forth.
Hmm.
And so yeah, maybe a loss of body fat and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
it literally kind of sometimes feels like I just got out of a cold plunge.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like when you first um, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to start with this one. So the when you first start doing something like sugar fasting, the idea is definitely to get your metabolism up, to get your body temperature up, and all that, and to be burning more calories, right? Like we're not creating fat loss through restriction. However, we're still in a deficit. Like you have to be in a deficit in order to lose fat, and a deficit is stressful. So I know there's a couple people in the bioenergetic sphere who've talked about how FGF21 might be a stress hormone, and maybe we should be careful with that. And I think that probably has some truth to it. But at the same time, there's a level where the fat loss is going to be a stress. Like to get fat out of the cells, to create lipolysis and get the free fatty acids out of the adipose tissue is going to require some kind of stress. Stress does constrict the blood vessels and it causes the blood to come into the organs. And so there's a level there where, being cold might be an issue. Yeah, eating, smoothies, drinking smoothies and drinking cold stuff, that's going to be part of it too. Obviously, that's just basic temperature and everything like that. But if you continue to feel this, and if your weight loss starts to slow, or if you feel like your energy is off or anything like that, then there's a couple areas we could look at. And one could be the liver, because the liver is such a central piece to all of this, right? So, like, fructose has to be metabolized in the liver first, similar to like MCTs and things like that. And if the liver is not processing things properly, or if you don't have enough methyl groups to export that fat, then we could run into some issues where the stress could be elevating and things like that. But again, if you're losing fat and your energy is good and your strength is good in the gym, then the question is it just like a mild inconvenience while you're on the fat loss journey, or is it something that like you need to actually fix?
Yeah, for me, it seems like just a mild inconvenience. And I think it's literally just that it's freaking cold. I'm just blending up, frozen fruit and fruit juice that's like in the fridge. And so I think a lot of that is kind of what's going on.